Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video, not channel. How many times do I say YouTube channel? It's actually embarrassing. I need to calm myself down. But anyway, this video has been highly requested, but also I know this video is gonna help so many women out there. And if it does, please leave a like and also subscribe to this channel as it goes a long way. If you found any of these tips useful, helpful, reassuring, let me know in the comments below. And also, if you have a tip of your own, it's gonna help our community, so pop it down in the comments below. Without further ado, let's get into the 5 things I wish I knew before I started weight training as a woman. Now, short disclaimer, as a woman, it's irrelevant. So if you're a woman, if you're a man, it doesn't matter. Weight training is absolutely for everyone. So if you are a lady watching this video right now, contemplating whether you should be lifting weights, honey, look at the transformation. Honey, this is my transformation. I was the girl that was scared of weights. I was the sister that I was just like petrified of the dumbbell section in the gym. Bam, bam, bam. Let's get into it. Tip number 1 has to be the most important tip I'm probably gonna give you. That is, consistency is absolutely key. So stop chopping and changing and choosing your workouts. Stop doing random workouts you find online and not being consistent with a training program. If you are weight training, if your fundamental goal is to gain muscle, you need a structured training program with elements of foundational moves. Your foundational moves are your compound moves. These are your big lifts. These are lifts that are going to require the most energy expenditure. These are lifts that also are going to require you to progressively overload in your weight area. So in order for you to progressive overload in your strength, you need to stay consistent with your foundational moves. So that means I don't want you to do one random workout one day and then the next day you do something else and then the next day you do something else, and there's no consistency to your training. The biggest mistake I made is I didn't know what I was doing. I felt so overwhelmed and so like suffocated with all the information out there that I almost just didn't want to do anything at all because I didn't know what to do. As soon as I structured my workouts, I focused on compound moves, I actually stayed consistent with those compound moves and then did a number of accessories or isolation moves, my whole training regime, my whole body changed completely. So please focus on compound. Compounds prevail anything else. Sorry, not sorry, that's just my personal opinion, and as a personal trainer, that's what I would recommend. Oh my God, Sasha, the man outside is the man that took my dumbbells and wouldn't give them back to me.
Should we ask him to bring it back?
No, but he wouldn't give them back to me, and then Brett had to knock on his door. And because Brett's a big man, he was like, sure, I'll give you the weights, but me as a woman, he wouldn't give me the weights. Nasty. Anyway, by the way, guys, if you hear my washing machine, it is what it is. Like, I've got so much laundry to do, and I'm so sorry if you hear it in the background. Now, tip number 2 is food is absolute fuel. So if you're constantly in a calorie deficit, you are not going to be seeing those muscle gains that you require. I'll explain why, and a lot of people have a lot of opinion about this, so each to their own, but this is what personally worked for me. When I embarked on the journey to lift weights, to actually build my strength, to build muscle, look, I needed more fuel. I needed more fuel to actually replenish the workouts that I was trying to do. It is so strenuous for your body to be in a constant calorie deficit where you're not feeding your body what it requires. Then you're going to the gym, you're doing these intense weight and strength training workouts, lifting as much as you possibly can, and then expecting your body to just randomly grow all this muscle. It's not going to happen. A lot of people do different types of variations from a calorie surplus and then they shred to a calorie deficit. Me personally, I'm on a maintenance. My biggest priority is protein consumption. I try to eat protein with every single meal that I have, and even my snack, you know, whether that's micronutrients, I try to have some protein-based snack. However, I do not count macros anymore, or micros. I know what my body needs. I know what I need to do if I want to gain a bit more muscle or if I want to be in a deficit. It's taken me 7 years to kind of figure that out. It's not going to take you that long if you don't want it to, but basically I did everything wrong and then I figured out what my body actually needs now. So every single person is different. But what I'm basically trying to say is, please, for the love of God, fuel your body. I want to get it into your cute little heads how important it is to fuel your body in order to power your workouts. So if anyone is coming to me and saying that actually, you know, you just need to be in a deficit, you don't need to eat that much, honey, that's not what we believe here, okay? We love food. Food is our best friend. Don't be coming at me with anything else. Simple as that. Goodbye, see you later, don't care. Move on. Tip number 3, and look, I absolutely wish someone had told me this right at the beginning of my journey, because it would have provided me so much more reassurance. Every single session, every single time you train, it's a brand new learning experience. You shouldn't have everything figured out at the start. You shouldn't have everything figured out even 7 years into your journey like me. Every single session is an opportunity for you to expand your knowledge, grow, figure out how your body moves, figure out even how your body doesn't move and what you can do to improve your weaknesses and also better your strengths. There's so much pressure to have it all constantly figured out. There's so much information out there that you almost feel overwhelmed to figure out what is best suited for you. So please, what I encourage you to do is use every single opportunity, every single time you train, as a way for you to better yourself and learn. And guess what? How amazing is it knowing that you are going to evolve and be better and better every single time? So every single day is a learning day. Tip number 4 is, I wish someone had told me that progressive overload doesn't just mean adding more weight to the barbell or trying to lift heavier each and every single session. I can't stress that enough. That is not just what progressive overload means. Progressive overload means a number of different things. By intensifying your workouts, by adding different ranges of volume, by adding also supersets, trisets, by adding more weight, by actually having longer sessions, the more and more you evolve in your training sessions. It's not just about how much weight you can add to a dumbbell, because if that was the only case and if that was the only way you could progressive overload, well, guess what? You're expecting me, right? 59 kilograms, 5'3" woman, to eventually be trying to lift 500 kg on my back as a barbell squat. I mean, can anyone do that? I'm sorry, but can actually, like, my weight and height do that? I don't know. Either way, it's just like, you know, it's not really that possible. And also another thing is, like, you can try and lift heavier and heavier and heavier, but your body will reach a peak, and that's why you got to do other things like volume, like supersets, trisets, spice up your routine, maybe add muscular endurance into the mix, maybe add hypertrophy, not just strength-based reps. There's so much you can do. There's so much variables to progressive overload. It's not just about how much weight you can lift. Number 5, now this might be a bit controversial, but I've got to put it out there because I wish I actually knew this, and I wish I had someone tell me this to reassure me of this. When it comes to weight training, everybody has an opinion. Everybody has their style of training that suits them personally, right? That's why it's called personal training. It's personal to the individual. Now, one thing I want you to focus on is your personal journey. A lot of people have a lot of things to say about your technique, your form, your style of training, and it can really cloud your end goal. It can really cloud your vision and your fitness journey. So instead of focusing on what other people think of you and so much split information out there, one thing I want you to actually focus on is the following. Number 1, are you staying consistent in your training routine? Number 2, are you prioritizing technique and form over weight? This is so important. Your technique and form are so fundamental. Number 3, are you fueling your body properly? Are you taking the time to really replenish and nourish the body that you have? Number 4, do not let anyone change your mind about the journey that you are personally on with their negative feedback and negative vibe. There is a complete difference between someone being super negative and just trying to bring you down, even though you're trying your best, between someone who's being constructive and helpful and trying to actually better your fitness journey. There's a difference there. So if you feel like someone is trying to tear you down or trying to be really negative about the fitness journey that you're on, please, by all means, tell that person to kindly piss off. But someone who is trying to be constructive and give you helpful feedback to better you as a person, you need that person constantly in your life. Don't let ego get in the way. Listen to that person, allow them to help you. And if you want to even reassure yourself, then take what they said, Google it on yourself, find articles, find journals, and read up on it on yourself. So that is what I wanted to say, because there were so many opinions thrown at me when I was starting my fitness journey. So many people telling me I was doing things wrong, and then they weren't actually being helpful at all. And I just felt like I wanted to stop my fitness journey completely, and I'm so glad I didn't, because fitness is my therapy, it's my me time. It's the one thing that has truly saved me mentally and physically. So there you have it, 5 tips on things I wish I knew when I started weight training. Now, one thing I will say is, whether you are a woman, whether you are a man, it's absolutely irrelevant. Weight training is for absolutely everyone if you want to do it. So please, my ladies out there, go and grab a couple dumbbells, grab a barbell, and just lift. You're gonna feel so strong, so empowered, and trust me, you're gonna feel this whole different energy about you that no one can ever take away from you. So I hope you found this video useful. I hope you found it reassuring. I love you always and forever, and I'll see you next time for another YouTube video. And like I said, this might not, you might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, my words today, mother.